with an answer, be like, yo, can you repeat it? And you got to repeat it differently than when you started with. So me as a record producer, I didn't even think I was going to own a record company, man. All I really wanted to do was spit weird ass bars on the mic. All I wanted to do was be a non-traditional and do shit my way. All I wanted to do was make myself sound so different than all of the rest. And yeah, I am the artist, I am the CEO. And for me, like right now, I'm thinking of like, okay, you're watching this, and how do I need to be? I like alcohol. I never drank alcohol that much because I've been on drugs my entire life, okay? And even my pain doctors know, because they have you like do this sheet every month. It's like every fucking month. I go in there and I gotta piss in a cup every fucking month, man. I gotta piss in a cup. And then this last visit, doctor was like, you need to build muscle. And he says, I believe that you believe that you feel defeated. I'm like, man, you don't even understand how many sides of the ladder. I feel defeated in my marriage. I feel defeated in my back recovery. And the shit just doesn't stop. I wish I could stop feeling defeated, because we are on the top 100 prolific list. We're up there, man. Like, how the fuck can I do my job when I'm feeling defeated? Like, I don't understand this shit. I married a true ADHD wife. Like, yo, I used to think that shit was, as long as you believe it. You know, I thought we were all born with a functional brain. I thought that we were all capable of the same shit. Well, but now it's another nice reminder for my second wife, because my first wife, I was like, damn, you know, all the shit I believe really doesn't make sense anyway, because I can't even understand my first wife. And I want to tell a story, because my current wife seems to misunderstand why my ex-wife killed herself. And she killed herself on year 2013. You gotta understand how sad I am. Like, I didn't want her to ever off herself. I never wanted her to become the person that she thought she had to be. You know, I'm a writer. So when you first become a writer, you don't know how to write your shit, right? Then when you have some real shit happen to you, like, you know, your best friend killed themselves or whatever, you start asking yourself all of these questions of like, did I cause it? And I you know, during the marriage, I can say, no, I didn't cause it, because I was just like this marriage. I'm waiting until I can't stand. I'm telling everyone, like, yo, I want a divorce. I'm telling everyone I know that believes in me, that fights for me. You know, my whole entire team behind you, like, yo, let's go. I'm telling everyone, really, you know, like, I'm done with this type of shit. But in my head, it's like, yo, I'm fighting a battle. Like, I'm not done. I'm not done. As long as there's 1% that can be salvaged, and I want to be a part of it. But I think at the end, I'm only fooling myself, because she's got ADHD, and I watched hours and hours and hours and hours on ADHD. And it taught me that it's not, if only if you have it, only if you believe it. I realized that it's not that. I realized that it's like a physical condition. So when I first got married to my wife, I was like, it's just in the brain, right? You can fix it. But her mom died of a heroin overdose. And this is the result of a heroin baby. And me as a writer, like, this is some information that I need to keep on to. Like, even though I don't agree with it, even though I fight with it all the time, I'm like, yo, we ain't thinking the same. Because, when you've been on drugs and then you have a baby, the baby's brain doesn't develop all the way. I wouldn't say even slow. Like, it's missing parts. It's missing major parts in our brain. And so I'd be like on YouTube watching 8 hours of ADHD, trying to reteach myself. It's like, it's not if you believe it, you have it. I would like to say I'm bipolar. My wife says I'm bipolar. Or my best friend, this person I know, says that I'm bipolar. And I'm like, yo, that's kind of what makes my job. Like, I have to be this. I'm living in Hollywood, even though I'm in Colorado Springs. You sort of have to have this persona, right? This imaginary cloud that is you. You just have to, like, snap into it. Some crazy shit. Like, I want to say that I'm better than you, but all I can say is that when I am in Hollywood and I have to be this other person, like, I really do let the other half of me go. And that's what a lot of people see. So these past few years, I've listened to my freestyle, I've listened to the talk, I've listened to myself, give advice to the people I love. And it's not the same advice I would give you 10 years ago. And, knowing that it's not the same information, knowing that I wouldn't give you the same information 10 years ago or 10 years from now, silences me. Like, I don't want to talk. I'd be listening to some of this old shit I'd be talking about, especially about mental health. I was always like, if you believe it, well, then they got you type of shit, because insurance will cover it and your patients for life. That's how I thought about it. But then I married a wife that was true ADHD. I was like, yo, you ain't ADHD, right? You just need some proper training. You just need some and then, for 4 years we were fuck buddies. But I really kind of, I had a lot of feelings for her in the beginning, and still to this day, I'm not abusive, even though those words come up, like I'm verbally abusive or I'm mentally abusive. Like, it really never happens. Maybe it does when I come up. I don't know, but I don't do it. I'm not that guy, that you guys think I am. I'm not that guy. I'm not that horrible as a person as you think I am, and that's honest. It's honest, because when I come up here, we're given the permission. Like, I don't drink outside. I'm never like, yo, baby, what's up? Drinking this, holding this in my. I'm never like that. So, like, my life is really set up weird, because in here we got a studio. And in the year, ever since the beginning, we're given the occupation of permission. We're given the strength to talk about what we shouldn't talk about, and that burns so many bridges. I don't want my bridge to be burned with you, but however, we have a job to do. It's like when I come in here, I have a job to do, and therefore I have to put all of the things that I think would be offensive on the sideline. And there are times when I listen to this, even later on in my life, when I listen to the same recording that we're spitting out, because I'll be listening to it. Like, I know I will be listening to every vowel I speak, and then my finger will be on the delete key. I ain't got that much strength these days, but in the early days, my finger would be on the delete key to delete any content that would be offensive, that would have bad words and this and that. And nowadays, I let shit slide. I listen to people and they say, you should just keep the whole thing. And in my head, I'm like, man, it sounds so much better when it's cleaned up, but I guess they like the authenticity of it. And it does make sense, but for me, as a CEO entertainer, that would be like, yeah, we're making DVDs, we're making collections that you can watch with your family without wasting time. That's kind of where I put myself as. So I delete all of this shit that is like wasting time, unless it's got some valuable information in it. I don't want it. Even if it's a rap, it's a cool ass rap. That shit was the dopest shit I ever heard. Maybe if it was the dopest shit I ever heard, I'd keep it, but it's still gotta, tell a story. And I'm really never up here drinking. So this is some shit new that has happened in 2019. If you look at any recordings of me in, even early 2019, I would not be holding a close to empty black velvet that would surely get me into trouble. And like even, like I was listening to girl talk, spying on shit you ain't supposed to be hearing, where they don't know you're spying on shit. And I'd be hearing girls talk to girls, right? They be like, yeah, get him all you can, girl. Fuck him. He's a giant ass dick if he's doing that to you. If you make him food because you're like, yeah, I gotta starve another day and eat cereal, which is like Reese's Pieces Crunch cereal. I eat when I'm hungry because I don't really want to go up there, man. Like, I own a house. I have a house here that's still sort of in disbelief that I own. It's a 5-bedroom house that I'm in disbelief that I own. I respect the house. I don't want the house to be like falling apart because it's the first house that I own. It's a 5-bedroom house. And forgot what I was talking about, but I think I just wanted to say, kudos to me. I got 5-bedroom house. Whether it's contribute to my disability, or they feel sorry for me, or whether you're a good person, so we just need to make sure you feel secure. It could be many things. I really don't know why I got a house, but I do. I have a house, and so now I'm like, oh shit. So now I gotta figure this shit out. Just like I do all of my music. This is really my home, and the closest friends of mine, they get jealous of this room, and they look at this room as evil. It's like, oh, this room reminds you of evil and negativity. To me, it reminds me of good times. Random studio moments, man. random studio moments. Even like now, I could probably look back at this at a few years. We're actively recording this, so like brain says we're actively recording this, so I know every word I know every word I say is here. So it's like we can't talk about how big my dick is. We can't talk about how I stroke it. We can't talk about that, man. I wouldn't mind talking about my dark secrets, but I got some dark secrets that even my wife doesn't know. And I tell my wife everything, Maybe she has an idea, but she just didn't connect it. But I got some dark fucking secrets, man. It's not like I go out and kill at night or anything like that, but I think all of us have a real dark side to us, and it's okay to have that dark side. And I don't think we need to share that really dark side to us. That's the side that you keep sacred to yourself. And I wouldn't say it'd be like fucking your neighbor. I don't know, maybe it is, but my deepest, darkest secrets aren't anything destructive. Well, yeah, they could be destructive. So, I mean, it's probably just as bad as fucking your neighbor, It just depends on how you look at it. So I think all of us has a very dark side of us that no one will ever know, and we spend a lifetime protecting that secret. So, like my first wife, I asked her, how come you were, like, I think she asked me out. She was like, so what's up, when we were outside smoking, because at that time we were both cigarette smokers. Oh, but so I think she actually asked me out on a date. In our first date, we ended up fucking. Just like my songs, open up your pussy for me to open up your mind. I mean, kind of, right? But I did live my life in a way that I sing my songs. So my songs are kind of true. Like, I usually did want her to bust shit open the first night. Even though I'm a great guy, and great guys probably demand that, because we're like, why give you a piece of me if you're gonna mind fuck me kind of way? So let's just get that mind fucking over with type of shit, and then we can see who you're really dealing with, because all time is spent up to be like, yo, what's under your clothes? How are you in bed? You spend your whole freaking life like that. I couldn't imagine marrying someone, be like, yeah, tonight I'm getting laid because I'm finally married. Nah, it's like we need to be married before we're married. We need to be hooking up. You need to be spreading that ass. I need to see how far I can go with you sexually, because really that's what a man is here to do, according to some of the videos I've been watching. We're here just to spread our seed, and it's the women's fault, according to what I read or been hearing on YouTube videos produced by women, that it's really the women's fault for why the women generation is failing. It's all a bunch of bullshit, this and that. So I wouldn't put any blame on anyone, but I think the the rule at the end of the day is you gotta know where you're playing ball. You gotta know the rules of the shit. If you're trying to figure out the rules, then you ain't gonna win just yet. Until you be like, yeah, I know this shit back and forth, like you've been working at the same restaurant for 4 years. You know where every dish is. You know how to turn on the propane tank. You know how to start the oven just from hearsay. You know all of everything. Is like, you be hearing rumors and you be the person squashing those rumors. Like, yeah, there ain't no dead bodies buried under here. Because you hear it all. You know it all. You figure it all. And that's just what it is.
For 5 days, we're on the third day. We got 2 more days here, so I'm saying probably about 2.5 to 3 hours left. So if you gotta take a leak, go ahead, come back. We got a lot of time. But this day,
I'm going to clarify that my doctors know that I drink.
I'm gonna chill back behind the scenes, bros.
I want to clarify, man, that when I go in every month
Just wanna spit some,
to my old
bars.
doctor, they were like, how much do you drink? And I always posted, seldom. I seldom in a day drink. And that's some true, because I go to pain doctors who prescribe me medication. I get allotted, and I don't overuse. I'm like the underuse user. I'm the user who underuses. So in my head, it'd be like, how dare you place me in any other category than, the lesser of the reckless? How dare you place me in a category that would even place me as a candidate for, detox? It's like, I don't even do my shit enough like that. It's like, you guys are just fucking yourselves over. We had a good friendship, but now you had to be the whistleblower and be like, yo, I know some shit. I know some things about this guy. But in all honesty, if it came right down to it, to where we're like in competition, I've never been a competition guy. I've been more of a team guy. More of a guy that'd be like, yo, let's try to improve ourselves. Rather than, oh yeah, I'm gonna get you, fucker. Rather than that shit, I think living the life that I've been living is what Jesus, even though I'm not a Bible thumper, I think every question, I believe every question that I ask is in the relevance of what would Jesus do, even though I'm not a Bible thumper. Does that make sense? People want to put me down and be like, yeah, you want to be Christian? You wanted to go to heaven and then come back. You wanted all that shit. So you go, I ain't here to prove anything to you. I just got to do my shit so I can die or live. Because those things are closely intertwined. When you have a second chance, like, I believe this is my second chance. I believe this is my second chance. I believe I went to this place called the Gates in some Mario City in clouds. That's not sarcastic. That shit's like real. I believe that I went all the way there, and I believe that I got sent back after I said, Wadri, we ain't done rapping yet. Until my thoughts were able to ramble before the gates. The only thing they could ramble about was, well, I ain't done rapping yet, homie. Wadri. So that's why we introduced Wadri instead of Casper. I thought I knew. You can believe me or not, but I mean, my story's never gonna change. Ask me in 20 years if I was lying. It'd be a fabrication of a story, but if it's been the same like it's always been, it must be true. So how can this non-believer be going to the gates of heaven? Damn, I'm so fucking jealous. And that's what I feel from these people. And then it's like animosity, and it's like revenge, and it's competition. Like, it's even competition with my wife. Like, we're teammate, She's like, nah, it's a competition. Like, nah, it's a teammate. She'd be like, nah, it's a competition. So I'm afraid to ask, is it a competition between you and me too? And I watched a video today, and they'd be like, if all they be telling is making themselves look like the victim, then that's some bullshit. So I feel compelled to add to whatever story we were talking about, which I totally fucking forgot. I could throw myself under the bus. I'm cool with that. I'm cool with it, man. But, to sell some CDs, to sell music, and, I got clowned by my wife today when I'd be like, okay, so that's what it is, listening to some other female chick telling her, it's like, yo, he's some bullshit. He's a dickhead, man. He's a fucking, you don't need to take him, so you need to take him for everything he's got. He got a house, you need at least half of it. He's got a music career, well, fuck it. You need at least 10 albums. I'm sitting back here listening on, the security camera, so we both feel secure listening to this shit. I'm like, so who is this? Like, I'm not hurt. I'm not butthurt until, we have a conversation. But, like, when I'm listening to it, I'm like, yo, fuck, girl. You need to get him with all you can get. Yo, fuck, man. Fuck, man, who think they can get away with, Fuck, man, if you gotta cook them food and then the next breath out of the mouth is like, fuck you. Fuck, man, you need to turn lesbian. Fuck them, I'd be sitting back here listening to that shit, and they'd be like, forgetting I even installed that camera up there, and then I'd confront them about it, right? I'd be like, yo, you remember this? And they'd be like, yo, that's just how women talk. And I'm like, yo, no wonder the world is fucked up, man. No man talk to other men, be like, yo, bro, you need to get her for all you can get her for. Yo, bro, you need to, fuck that shit. Those bitches ain't shit. Yo, fuck that shit, man. You don't need to take that from a bitch. Yo, fuck it, and it's like, us, man, like, we get the down shit of the deal. I'm sitting back here, I'm like, holy shit, right? That's where we're at. You gotta take them for everything you got. You gotta get yourself on that lease. You gotta do this and this and this and this. I'm like, fuck, man, no wonder men like me are afraid to date. Even, I'll be like, yo, if this ever failed, which I hope it doesn't, I really hope it doesn't, because no matter how bad it gets, I'm the type of guy that'd be like, yo, fuck that shit, I'm gone, because I just ain't like drama, and sometimes it really plays out like that. So like, fuck, so you done with me? I'm like, yeah, Holmes. But then, we wait 12 hours. I'm like, yo, baby, I love you, I love you, I love you, this and that shit. getting ourselves back, hooked on crack, getting ourselves hooked back on the reason what made us so crazy in the first place. I'd be locking myself here in the studio. I ain't chasing after her, homie. She be chasing after me. So, what is that? I gotta lock my fucking door. Just to not have a nervous breakdown. And, they're saying, you fucking piece of shit. I can get $500 out of you for alimony. Fuck you, you lonely piece of shit. You're gonna die alone. Fuck you, you lonely piece of shit. Your dick smells. Fuck you, you lonely piece of shit. And it's like, yo, I ain't rejecting this up onto you, and then the next day they come back like, yo, I'm sorry, but your dick really doesn't smell. So it's like a whole fucking lying slash mind fuckery torture that I'm a part of. And I thought, I thought marriage, I thought being best friends isn't like this. But when I watched the security camera video footage, and they're like, yeah, fuck her, get him on what you can. You can get him on domestic abuse. She's coming in here and me like, yeah, I can send you to jail for how you talk to me. I'd be like, yo, I ain't chasing you. I'd be locking myself away from you. And even today, I have my door locked. And I guess she felt invited to try it, but I heard the door click. Like, damn, it's locked, so I can't go and give him. It's like you got the IRS taxes shit. You've been working. I'm like, you are the fucking bread owner. I don't even want this shit to be happening at all. Why are we even here? It's like, why are we even here? And it's because I guess women know better than us men even what we want. So they're like, I'm going to give you what I want, disregarding all of your needs and wants. What do you need from me? If I was to be like, yo, baby, here's what you need from me, disregard everything you think of what you think you need from a man, but I'm here to give you my man meat. I mean, if that's all it was, man, you know how sad this world would be. That's kind of how this fucking shit relationship is. It's like, yo, I know what's best for you. I know. It's like, yo, am I the victim or am I the bully? I can't fucking figure it out. I don't think I've done anything bad. I haven't degraded you. I haven't hit you. I may use my verbal skills to collect damage points, but I'm like never the guy that be on illegal type shit. That's some bullshit. And then I'll be like, yo, how many times have I been locked myself in a room away from you? You trying to call some victim type shit. How many times have I be like, yo, stop whatever you're talking about and leave? I'd be the person who'd be like, stop what you're fucking doing and leave so this shit doesn't escalate. Yo, I ain't never heard her once be like, stop. You're driving me crazy. You need to leave. I never heard her say that once, man. But I've said it at least 15 times. 15 goddamn times, man. I thought I would be the obsessed person. over the female because they got some nice ass tits. They got some ripe ass tits, man. They feel good on your hands and in your mouth. So you're dealing with a sword here. The sword feels so good, and when you touch it, you're gonna get cut. I got a lot of scars. You know, she can come in here during our next radio show and be like, "You caused me so many scars, you piece of shit. You this and that." And that's cool. I mean, that's what this time is for, right? To tell us how bad you fuckers did us in. I mean, overall, I can't judge, man. I've been through some fucking bullshit, and I know she's been through some fucking bullshit. So if you want to throw me under the bus, if you want to rat me out, you know, if you want to be like, "Yo, doctor," I heard her on the phone be like, "Yeah," her friend be like, "Yeah, you should call his doctor," and be like, "He's drinking." These bitches ain't no shit, man. It's like I'd be putting on my sheet, I'd be drinking. And I don't get to the point of like suicidal. I'm to the point of like relieving stress. I'm to the point of like I'm not killing myself. It's obvious I'm not here to kill myself. And I'm to the point of where like I just want the pain to stop. And it's affecting my fucking work. It's affecting everything about me. But it's a human being, and I made a commitment to make it work. So therefore, my train of thought is, you know, you gotta put my own ego aside and accept her for who she is, even though she wants to throw you under the bus 500 times a day. Even though she wants to go to your mom and be like, "Yo, mommy, here's what your son's doing. He's doing everything wrong." And, you know, trying to score some cool points with, you know, what the fuck crowd. Try to score some points of all kinds. Like, yo, honestly, I don't need that shit, but I put up with it because what's the alternative here, right? Probably gonna meet some dick ass guy. Probably meets the reality of the world and be like, "Yo, you're fired," you know, and then living. It's like, yo, I ain't that kind of dickhead. I'm married to the game. I'm married to sickness and health, and my biggest thing is I want to run, right? It's like, yo, fuck that shit. I got 24 albums, headed to 23, so I ain't looking for conflict. I ain't looking for anything that's gonna fuck up my career. And then in their head, it's like, yeah, music's number one. I see how it is. I'm on the back burner. Music's, you know, number one, and I'm number two. And they got a problem with being number two, man. Got a huge fucking problem with you and everything you're doing. The moment they realize that they're, you know, number two, and they lose the whole sight of, well, I'm doing this for you, baby. As long as they're number two, they ain't gonna hear it. They ain't gonna hear that, you know, I'm doing this for you. Yo, they should be number one, and this shit should be number two. 24 hours a day, no matter fucking what. You know, if you're in here giving the best freestyle of your life, and they broke a fingernail backwards, and that shit would hurt, right? They need someone to come and hug them to make their life better. So I gotta put all of my, you know, bullshit aside. And yo, baby, you number one, right? Because I be forgetting they're in competition since high school days. They're like, yeah, bitch, she's mine. Oh yeah, well, I can do it better than you. So it's like coming into this fucked up mind shit, you know, that you believe you're playing. They go, oh, we playing this video game, we gonna win. You didn't know this video game even existed until this person became a part of your life. And now all you're thinking about is winning on some brainwash type of shit. And I see this going around, man. I'm like, yo, this is destroying us. This, whatever's happening is destroying us. We can't go outside anymore and hold hands. Instead, it's got to be, thought, thought interrupted. It's like, oh yeah, man, we fight number 2, then who the fuck am I, man? So it's like all the shit that they wear in their head, like, yo, baby, it's just a job. It's a job. I come in here, I love my keyboard. It ain't like I'm sticking my dick in the speaker cone. It ain't like I'm coming in here and fucking a wood socket. It ain't like I'm trying to come in here and get electrocuted. It's like this fucking shit is electronics, man. This shit only helps my career. I love what I do. You're the person who I love, and they're like, oh, you ain't got no time for me. You ain't got no shit, Listen how you talk to me. Listen to this. I can go to the cops and file a verbal complaint against you. I'm like, yo, I want to say fuck this shit, because I'm trained to be like, yo, let's go run away. I got 24 albums that I need to protect, and I can't protect 24 albums in goddamn jail. I can't protect 25, 26, 300 albums if I'm in police custody. So I don't want to do anything that would get me there, but know that I follow the laws, and I truly believe that I'm not a bully, although I can be a bully. It's against company rules to be a bully. It's against company TOS to be a dickhead to my customers. So we gotta play this game smart. We gotta play this game ruthless. And we said we were gonna finish this goddamn bottle, man. So all you fuckers who think I'm stupid as shit, I live in the multiverse, bitch. I live in an area that you only dream of. I live in the area because I know how to speak kind of area. I live in the area that I can go to a therapist and they won't commit me. Yo, I ain't afraid of you, bitch. Come over here and ask me how my day is. You still won't commit me, no matter how many questions you ask. And I believe that. I believe I can work myself out of a health and wellness check. Straight up, even if I was unwell, believe I could work myself out of that shit. And, cops come down here and they look at my studio and their dick gets big, man. Their pussy gets wet. They take 2 steps back because they're afraid to be caught by my 4K. Just because I make music doesn't mean you gotta be calling the cops and be like, my finger hurts. Alright, so we're gonna take a break and I'm gonna take a piss. I'll come back and we'll unbreak it. But do not expect me to be talking about the same stuff. I got too many battles ahead.